That's it. I remember him. Yes, that must be him. I am Hasur Zanzibani, Verenius Nero. May you bless and be blessed. I do not wish to be rude, but if you have business, speak of it. For I am at leisure and would prefer to be alone with my thoughts. Yeah, it's about business. I see, you wish to learn of Icelanders from me. And what is it that you wish to learn? Yeah, tell me about their gift-giving customs. Let's start with that. A curious question. A gift is a sign of courtesy among strangers and affection among friends. Among strangers, a thoughtful gift is a sign that you are cautious and considerate and aware of the other's wants and needs. Such is particularly useful for traders and travelers. Among friends, it is a private thing and subtle, with great risks, for the test of the gift is how well it is tailored to the receiver. Yes, a gift that shows you have taken care to learn something of the receiver. For example, I love poetry. No stranger could be expected to know this, but a book of poetry given to me by a stranger shows the giver respects me and has made a special effort to know and please me. But now I have answered your question and would like some time to myself, if you will excuse me. Well, I know there is a bookshop nearby. I already visited it before when I was gathering money. And I read from one of the reports, I remember the name of one of those Icelanders poems. What was the name? 5 Lost Stars or something like that. Let's see. Yeah, he knows him. Yes, the Iceslander trader. Bibliophile likes poetry. I have a few such volumes here, I believe. Words of the Wind, Iceland's Hymns, the 5 Far Stars. Yeah, I want that 5 stars. Where is it? Don't you have it? Or did I just... Yeah, that's it. Yeah, give me some small discount. Thank you.
Hello there. How are you?
Let's read it first. The 5 Far Stars. This is a volume of verse collected from wise women of the Urshileikul Icelanders. It consists of verses composed by Icelander warriors, champions, and ashans, committed to memory by the wise women and transmitted down the generations. May I Shrink to Dust is attributed to the long-dead poet and warrior Zershishi Musmanul. Rise from darkness, Red Mountain, spread your dark clouds and green vapors, birth earthquakes, shatter stones, feed the winds of fire, flay the tents of the tribes from the land, fill the burnt earth with your souls. You never shall you have your rule over me, never shall I tremble or flinch from your power, never shall I yield my home and hearth. And from my tears shall spring forth the flowers of grassland springs. Interesting. Yes, he will like it. Since he is not sleeping at that time of the day. Yeah, it's about the gift. I have a gift actually for you. This is a gift for me, a copy of the 5 Far Stars. Noble words of noble warriors. I gratefully accept your gift. My people have never loved the written word, and I lament their ignorant scorn for such common yet potent magic. I thank you and honor your courtesy, Berenius Nero. It will please me to return your courtesy by answering your questions. What will you wish to know about the Icelanders and the Nerivarin cult? Let's start with the basics. There is too much to tell here. Take these notes. I have written here what you should know about the Icelanders and the Nerivarin cult, but most of all, if you're visiting a camp, there are things you should know about courtesy and challenges among the Icelanders, and since you ask about the Nerivarin cult, perhaps you will be interested in my views on the Icelanders and foreigners, because a guiding passion of the Nerivarin cult is their hatred of foreigners. Okay, so let's start with the cult. They worship the great Ashhan and Hortator, Nerivar, Moon and Star, who in ages past destroyed the evil, godless dwarfs and banished the treacherous Daggef Ur and his foul hosts beneath Red Mountain. The cult is of a small consequence in Icelander worship, and only among the Urshileiku do its followers have any influence. Other Icelanders tribes share the sentiments of the cult, but regard the Nerivarin prophecies with suspicion and skepticism. Okay. So what about the courtesy then? Icelanders may challenge a stranger who enters a yurt without invitation. Customs differ with different tribes, but leave when requested and you may be forgiven. Be particularly careful about Ashhans, tribal chiefs and wise women, tribal seers and counselors. Some are welcoming, some are hostile. Be cautious and leave if requested. If offended, they may attack. Okay. What about the challenges? When challenged for a sport, it is acceptable to decline. When challenged for an honor, it is shameful to decline. Honor challenges come from offense given in speech or action, or may represent customary journal challenges of status or ritual. Okay. What about Icelanders and foreigners? Most Icelanders wish all foreigners and their false gods could be driven from Morrowind. At very least, Icelanders wish the foreign devils would leave them in peace. Icelanders think it's shameful to attack unarmed persons, but they will kill without hesitation an armed person who offends them or their clan laws. No Icelander is fool enough to make war against the Empire. However, if such war might be won, many Icelanders might cheerfully give their lives to win such a war. Okay. What about the Urshileiku? The Urshileiku are the Icelanders of the northern Icelands and the West Gash in the northwest of Vardenfell. Ashhan Sulmatul is their chief and brave and respected war leader and warrior protector of the Nerivarin cult. The Urshileiku camp moves with the herds but usually lies close to the Sea of Ghosts. Okay. North of the village of Margan, on the northern coast of Vardenfell. Okay, that's good to know. Margan. Margan is a small village north of Aldron. A road runs from Aldron towards Nices to the northwest of Margan to the north. Take the right branch at the fork to reach Margan, but it is a long and difficult road, and outlanders may get lost. The Sil's rider goes from Aldron to Margan. It costs little and you don't risk getting lost. Okay, this makes sense. So what do you know about the prophecies then? I have heard it said that prophecies foretell the return of a reincarnated Nerivar, who shall drive the foreigners from the Ashlands, and who shall cast down the false gods of the temple, and restore true worships of the ancestors. It is a dream that will appeal to every Icelander, but it is a thought, but a silly ancient legend, and little more, by many Icelanders, myself included. Okay. Interesting. Icelander worship. All Icelanders in a tribe, young and small, are born into the ancestor cult of their clan. The Nerivarin cult is different though. It is a very small cult with only a few wise women with the gift of prophecy and a few holy warrior heroes who guard and protect the seers. Sulmatul, Ashkan of the Urshileiko, is the warrior protector of the cult, and Nibani Mesa, also of the Urshileiko, is the oracle seer of the cult. Okay. That's good to know. I guess I have found out everything I wanted from you. I could also check your notes too. The Icelanders are the direct descendants of the Aldmeri people, who followed the prophet Velof into the lands we now call Morrowind. The Icelanders retain the modest nomadic life and simple ancestor worship of their forebears, and despise the soft lives and decadent worships of the settled Great House Dunmer cultures. The Wastes are harsh and unforgiving, and we are a hard people, but there is a beauty and honor in our simple lives. And the snobs of the temple and great houses are fools to dismiss us as crude savages. Okay. Icelanders and foreigners. At very least, Icelanders wish the foreign devils will leave them in peace. Icelanders think it's shameful to attack unarmed persons, but likely will kill without hesitation an armed person who offends them or their clan laws. Okay. I read that. I know that. Challenges. Worship. Urshileiko. Yeah, I know that, okay. Alright, I guess we should report back to Chaos. Very well.
3 blessings, Sarah.
3 blessings.
You seem like very good company.
Sure, I'm not sure about that. You know what you just said to me. Are you here to discuss your orders, Verenius Nero, or is there something else you want? Yeah, it's about my orders. Thanks for your report, but keep Zanzubani's notes on the Icelanders. We will need them. I'm promoting you and sending you to the Urshileiko camp to speak with Sulmatul and Nibani Mesa. But before you go, I think it may be time to tell you what's going on. Oh, really? The Emperor and his advisors think you have the appearance of meeting the condition of the Nerivarin prophecies. That's why you were pulled out of prison on His Majesty's authority and sent to me, so you could satisfy the conditions of the Nerivarin prophecies and become the Nerivarin. Here, this is a decoded copy of the coded package you gave me when you arrived. Read it later. It should explain everything. And you will see in the decoded message, the Emperor and his counselors say you have the appearance of satisfying the conditions of the prophecy. Do you really satisfy the prophecy? Are you really the prophesied Nerivarin? At first I thought we were just supposed to create a persuasive impostor. Now I don't know what to think, but I am sure one thing. This is not just primitive superstition, and we will treat it seriously, just as His Majesty commands. Yes, of course. So, Zanzubani says Sulmatul and Nibani Mesa at Urshileiko camp are the heads of the Nerivarin cult. So I'm sending you to speak with them. Tell them your story and have them test you against the Nerivarin prophecies. As heads of the Nerivarin cult, they can best judge whether you satisfy the prophecies. When you have spoken with them, report back to me. Here is 200 drakes for expenses, and pick up essential supplies at Fort Moonmouth. What are you talking about? Before you go to Urshileiko camp, see Somutis Vunis and Crulius Pontanian at Fort Moonmouth. I have asked them to put aside some potions and scrolls for you. Courtesy of the Emperor in particular, you will want the cure potions. I hear the blight is very bad up north, and use the divine intervention scroll you found over your head. It will get you safe to Imperial Cult Shrine, where you can heal, refit and try again. Thank you. So, 2 names. Somutis Vanis and Crulius Spontanean, Fort Monmouth. Well, I was going to visit it anyways. Okay, thank you. But first I'm going to rest and read that decoded package, I guess. Maybe it's time to visit the South Wall Inn again. It's raining. I need a room. So, decoded package. Spymaster Caius Cosette, Knight Errant of the Imperial Order of Blades, Director of Imperial Intelligence in Wardenfell, District Eastern Provinces. I have the honor to acquaint you with His Majesty's wishes concerning Verenius Nero, an individual of no rank and no consequence. Verenius Nero has been released from prison by His Majesty's authority and sent to you with this missive. Verenius Nero is to be entered as a novice in the Imperial Order of the Blades and is to serve under your absolute authority as you shall see fit, except insofar as His Majesty's particular wishes are concerned. His Majesty's particular wishes are as follows. A local superstition holds that an orphan, an outcast, a youth born on a certain day to uncertain parents, shall unite all the tribes of the Dunmer, drive out the invaders of Morrowind, and shall re-establish the ancient laws and customs of the Dark Elven nations. This orphan is an outcast. Is called in legends Neriorin, and is supposed to be a reincarnation of the long-dead Dunmer general and first counselor, Lord Indoril Nerevar. Verenius Nero has the appearance of meeting the conditions of this local superstition. Therefore, it is His Majesty's desire that Verenius Nero shall, insofar as is possible, satisfy the conditions of the ancient prophecy and shall become the Nerevarian. Though this prophecy is indeed only an ancient local superstition, His Majesty has taken a counsel on this matter with his most expert informants and confidence, and His Majesty is persuaded that the prophecy is genuine and significant, either in its entirety or in its several parts, and he earnestly demands you treat this matter with an utmost seriousness. Certain aspects of this ancient superstition are described at the end of this document, and further materials will be forthcoming by courier at the earliest occasion. It will, of course, be necessary that you acquaint yourself better with the details of this ancient superstition from your local sources. Since this matter intimately concerns Verenius Nero, it is expected that you will employ him to gather information on this subject. His Majesty has taken a great personal interest in the legends and prophecies of the Nerevarine and eagerly awaits your reports. I have the honor to be, Sir, your most humble and obedient servant, Glabrio Belenius, personal secretary of the Emperor. So this is the Emperor's wish. Okay, I have to follow his orders, I guess. So I have to become an imposter. Well, okay, if it's my order of the Emperor, I guess I have to serve. Okay. Have to think about it. This is going to be a long journey. Northern coast, right? Okay, they marked the camp on my map. Urshileiku camp. Margan is the nearest place, right? They said. I guess. But why Margan when I could travel to Cool and then just go right? Maybe there is a mountain range, there's a ridge there. Who knows? I prefer the Cool, I guess. It's nearer. Maybe I'm wrong though. I guess I would have to swim.